When I came out of university, started doing a lot of training work with teachers in the schools in the southeast of England in partnership with the University of Sussex. But then I'd go back into those schools 6 months later, and none of the things that I'd been working on with the teachers were actually embedded in practice. Most people are having this exact same situation, and a lot of the research shows that the traditional model of professional development isn't very effective in terms of skills transfer and in terms of actual change in classroom practice. When you talk about low-hanging fruit, where you're going to be focusing your resources and your efforts in terms of educational outcome, it makes perfect sense to focus those resources and those efforts in the field of teacher professional development. I think the key thing here is, Michael Fullan's quote here, nothing's promised so much but actually been so frustrating as all of this money that's been spent, it hasn't led to any change in practice when teachers return to their classroom. We've got to put teachers at the centre of the process, and we have to empower them. We have to provide them with the tools they need to be able to go away, reflect, observe and provide feedback on practice, but in such a way that puts them at the centre of the process. So the principle is that everyone who uses the system has the ability to capture practice, capture their lessons, upload them, analyse them and share them with other users of the community. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about using technology to identify what works, scale it up and make it sustainable.
I think we're now getting to the point where we have the technology available to help us deliver the PD that we know is effective. And those two things matching each other, it's still a people system and relationships with people and what we know to be best practice, but I think this tool, the technology-driven PD tool, can really be something that we could embrace and effectively help people get better.
One of the things we typically do is we think, okay, teachers need to know more, so let's pull them out of the classroom, send them to a summer institute, send them to great conferences. I think they get really jazzed by those experiences, but it's quite distant from their own kids and their own schools. And so what I'm really excited about is that we might have a tool that helps us really think about what is the work of teaching to improve kids' learning experiences.